launch blaster thing really shoot stuff from that far away?
It does launch and blast things, but it's actually called a ballista. And yes, it can.
But how does it stay on target?
It uses a remote guidance system. But I'll let you in on a little secret. The upgraded version doesn't even need that.
Can I give it a try?
Oh, not a chance, kid. Can't have you hurting yourself. Believe me, this thing is even more powerful than it looks. Ask me again once you're older.
Hey, Beto! What you up to?
Oh, it's you two. I was just introducing our product.
Paimon thought you were here for some, fishing?
What? No, of course not. The kids were just curious, that's all.
I'm sorry. Are these three preventing you from doing business? Let me get them out of your hair. Come on. Time to go.
Do we have to?
Don't sweat it. They were just curious. I'm happy to tell them more about it.
No. We've taken up enough of your time already. Neb.
Okay.
It was no bother, I swear. In fact, once the expo is over, come find me on my ship, and I'll let you see the ballista in action. How does that sound?
How much would it cost?
Not a single mora.
Really? It's a promise then, miss.
Your vessel. It's a battleship, isn't it?
Why not? Whenever we're docked back in Liyue to pick up supplies, I always let the kids around the harbor come aboard to play. Boy, if a kid from Liyue can do it, why not a kid from Sumeru? A battleship may as well be a giant playground to them.
Is that so? I've heard that people in Liyue also turn gunpowder into explosive firecrackers. Perhaps only the kids back in your home country are lucky enough to look at a giant battleship.
If you're worried about safety, I can...
No, I suppose I'm just...
Seems like he really cares about those kids, huh? Anyway, what did you want to talk about?
Oh, here's...
They're circling the...
Whoa! Where did you come from?
Shh. Well, that just proves my point. Something like this would only see more use in Fontaine.
Except you never find something like this for sale there. Better jump on the chance now before it's too late.
Excuse me?
He's coming this way!
Steady now.
That's mighty expensive.
Well, no one's forcing you to buy it. If you're not interested, you're free to move along.
What? Come on. There's no rule saying we can't haggle.
The Voynich Guild gets a cut of whatever I sell. Obviously, that's factored into the price. Don't like it? Take it up with them.
Listen, I can tell this is something special. If you're willing to go a bit lower, I'm prepared to cut a huge deal.
I know it's something special, so I plan on getting paid what it's worth.
Perhaps there's a way we can both get what we want then.
What are you implying?
Well, Nod Cry's a big place. Surely this expo isn't the only place we can cut a deal.
Oh?
What would you say to working this out someplace else? Somewhere the guild can't get a cut?
That means no guild protection either. What will I do if you run off without paying?
Considering the giant sword you've got handy, if anyone's getting robbed, it'd be me, don't you think? Point is, we're both going out on a limb here. But the reward's worth the risk.
Fine. Name a place. As a registered participant, though, I'm too close to the guild. If we don't want them catching on, I'll need to send a proxy.
Smart thinking. Let's meet here, then.
Good. He took the bait. Let's go elsewhere to discuss our next move.
Captain Beto's hook was what got him in the end, huh? Oh, I didn't get it.
This isn't tabletop troop, Navia. In real life, persuasion takes a lot more than a dice roll. I brought a product tailor-made for Fontaine because I thought the group's activities were limited to that area. Turns out, we're dealing with an international crime ring. So I suppose it makes sense that Captain Beto's bait was more enticing. It's a good thing we teamed up. We wouldn't have gotten far without your intel either. Gotta ask though, how did you know these guys would be so quick to abandon the expo? I read their file. Nothing's off the table for them when profit's on the line. When it comes down to it, they'd see the protection the expo provides as just more red tape. Something to work around rather than with. Just like the law.
So, we meet up with this guy, catch him, and problem solved, right?
No. The person we're meeting is just an underling sent to scout the situation. We're after the leader of the whole ring. And after observing the situation over the past 2 days, it's clear they have undercover agents waiting in the wings. If something happens to our point of contact, those agents will scatter to spread word of...
We have to get the jump on them all at once, and use them to get intel on our real target before he has a chance to react.
Forgive me for pointing out the obvious, though. We have nowhere near enough personnel for that. If Eve...
Let me guess. You'd rather follow this deal through to the end to lure out the real culprit? The problem is, in my experience, that person would never show their face for something like this.
I can work around that. But only as long as the deal goes ahead.
So, you're planning to trail the person picking up the goods. I suppose that could lead us to the big fish, but that would mean we have to actually... Aren't you worried about putting something that dangerous in the hands of criminals?
We can control how dangerous it is. But if we followed your plan, could we really guarantee that not a single agent would get away?
You're telling me you really have a way to mitigate the threat of that weapon?
You're telling me that you really have the wherewithal to carry out a large-scale search and seizure operation in Nodcry?
Are they having a fight?
They're both experts in this sort of thing. A lot of back and forth is to be expected.
Don't worry. I think they're getting along great.
A successful collaboration requires trust. So how about this? I'll meet up with the underling as planned and stall him as long as possible. While I'm keeping him busy, you round up the rest of the agents. Sound like a plan?
Yes, I appreciate the trust. See? Like 2 peas in a pod.
Traveler, you should come with me to meet the buyer. After all, we promised Nefer you would be involved in all our operations.
The Traveler is kind of a famous face around these parts, though.
Then you can serve as backup. Remain...
Ha! Let's do this!
Ad Astra...
Why is none of it coming to me?
My guiding light?
There he is!
Oh, you really can't go lower?
Best I can do is shave off the amount the guild was going to take.
You're a tough nut to crack. How do you plan to deliver the goods?
Depends on what you need. You don't look like you're from around these parts.
Yes, but there are a lot of eyes on the port. It would be better to dismantle the product and transport the components in crates.
That might be tricky. If you're worried about getting caught, then let's bypass the port entirely. We can launch from a secluded shoreline and use our own boat for transport.
Sorry. But I'd still prefer to have it dismantled.
Ah, I'm guessing the port of arrival is where you resell the goods? You want it hidden and unassuming. Most of the weapons have
What are you trying to say?
Nothing. Just connecting some dots. I think we're done here.
Take that!
Out of the way!
It's one of the undercover agents! He's making a break for it!
The captain of the special patrol will take it from here.
One just popped up. Looks like the one on the surface has been subdued. There are children around. I have to avoid bloodshed. Trying to escape? Allow me to show you the way! Nope, not this way. Had enough? Then turn around! Out of steam yet? 'Cause I can do this all day!
My leg!
Is still attached. And if you want to keep it that way, I suggest you stay right where you are.
A special patrol uniform. You think bringing me in is enough? Do you even know how many of us there are? If even one gets a...
5 at the port, 10 on the outskirts of Nasha Town, 3 near the plaza. Factoring in you, save the best for last, right?
How did you...
Don't even think about it.
Well done, everyone. We appreciate the assist. The boss sends her thanks.
It was an honor. Without the Spina's help back in the day, we never would have been able to make it in Nodcry. It was about time we returned the favor.
What? I needed to make you seem intimidating to get these local gangs on our side. We've been over this.
Yeah, I know. But hearing you call me boss will never not be hilarious. something else.
Well, that explains your confidence. I had no idea the Spina di Rosula could mobilize these kinds of numbers outside of Fontaine. This Navia has quite a few tricks up her sleeve.
No trade expo rules were broken either. Even if Nefer saw it all unfold herself, we still would. Except it was an unavoidable.
At any rate,
And if that doesn't work
Yes, that means the operation was a success.
so far,
I'm sure that person is in hiding somewhere far removed.
Shouldn't we update next?
First, we need to figure out what we...
Well, that went a lot smoother than expected. You're thinking about Nefer's. If you feel like it's.
Excuse me? Are you the traveler? Yehuda needs you back at the expo venue.
Oh no! Get something.
I'm sorry, I don't know the details.
Now let's get a move on.
Either I throw the guild under the bus, or I get on the bad side of a tariff. Get it together, Yehuda.
Let's try not to get too worked up.
Don't worry, we'll get to the bottom of this.
What happened?
You're here. Please, you've got to help me, traveler. A theft at the expo is gonna ruin.
A theft? How did that happen?
You're asking me. The guild has people keeping watch over the storage area for this exact reason. And it just...
Beto? Wait,
The guild asked us to keep our goods stored on the designated shelves. I had a few but when I came to check on...
and each.
Well, all the...
The guild will Do we have to tell her?
Honesty is the best policy. That's what he taught us.
I know, it's just...
Miss Yehuda.
What are you three doing here?
There's something you want to tell me, isn't there?
Well, Nep's been obsessed with the ballistas ever since we got here. That's why it seemed like he was interested in them too. Because ever since.
And?
I don't think.
Ashvapot. Wait, so now it's an inside.
He made those toys the kids were selling, right? They don't look like much on the outside, but I bet they're hiding some serious tech. If he's a tech guy, those fail-safes I mentioned might not have our backs after all.
So, this just went from bad to worse.
Uh-oh.
Could be. I mean, let's put it this way. There aren't a whole lot of people that could manage to stay off Yelan's radar. Why don't you take these kids to the curatorium and see what you can learn? I've got things covered here.
Got it.
Hold up. We can't hold these kids responsible, though. Right?
No.
You want to look out for these kids, don't you?
I promised I would. Besides, they're innocent in all this.
Good, because I'm looking out for them too. That's why I want to find their uncle.
I guess we're on the same page then.
Take these kids to the curatorium.
Will do.
Well, this complicates things. Here I was hoping the trouble would start and end with you two. But no matter. This will all make for a very engaging story.
I wouldn't be so flippant. This time, it's one of yours causing trouble. I'm starting to wonder if all those agents we captured were just a distraction, so the real culprit could make their move.
It's all still up in the air right now. What can you three tell us about Ashvapati?
Uncle Ashvapati isn't our real uncle, but he is our guardian. He adopted us when we were little. He told us we all came from the same band of eremites in the desert, but apparently, we're the only ones left. We've been traveling from place to place with him for as long as I can remember. We got to Nagcry not too long ago.
Their eyes. What about them? I'm just reminded of something. About a decade ago, there was a band of eremites who, seemingly out of nowhere, gained technological capabilities far surpassing those of other groups. Leveraging that advantage, they built a number of highly advanced weapons and sold them to the highest bidder. The conflicts in the desert became even bloodier as a result. While the other groups were tearing each other to shreds, these newly minted arms traders stood by and reaped the spoils. But before long, their own weapons were turned against them. And as the flames of conflict engulfed the desert, the group met their end. None of the weapons survived, and so in the wake of that destruction, the status quo of the desert was restored.
That's terrible.
In the desert, it's kill if this happened from what they've told us.
Which means their guardian is likely—
Sounds like—
No! No matter what, sure, he's good.
I'm sorry.
So,
From our interrogations, we've learned that in 2 days, the person behind all this has a meeting planned to collect the goods. But
Then let's if he stole the prototype.
what can I do to help?
I work best as soon as I've got a look.
Seizure?
hey!
Okay.
Looks like I'll need to enlist your services for a bit longer, traveler.
Ready, partner?
Equipment upgraded. Now's our chance.
Ready, partner? You've got this, partner.
Equipment upgraded. Now's our chance. This is just a simulation, but be on your guard. Keep it together. Slow and steady now.
backup energy source for you. Keep at it. Ready, partner?
Equipment upgraded. Now's our chance.
Here comes the toughest mecha. Time to go all out.
Keep it together. Slow and steady now. Equipment upgraded. Now's our chance. Locked and loaded, waiting on your signal. Laser time!
Steady.
Fire support ready. Select the target. Here comes the mother load. Nice guiding. Well done.
I must leave no. Shine like a gemstone. Yeah. Time to clean up.
Verdict is...
Be cleansed. Divine light. Shield them.
Show 'em, Lumi. A gift from the.
Careful. Hold out till fire support arrives.
Time for retribution!
Fire support ready. Select the target. Switch to ground attack shells and increase firepower. Nice guiding. Well done. Frontline guidance is up to you.
Go claw! Look, a rainbow! Cha!
Burn!
Time to clean up.
Observe.
Careful. Hold out till fire support arrives.
Night falls.
Ding dong weather bomb! Chew on this! I must leave no stone un-
Time for retribution!
Close your eyes. Observe.
Fire support ready. Select a target. Switch to ground attack shells and increase firepower. Nice guiding. Well done.
Be silent. Do you fear the dark?
Flash attack! As a dutiful maid would. Leave it all to me.
Verdict.
Frontline guidance is up to you.
Let's get down to business.
Yeah. Yeah. Fire support ready. Select a target. Land the projectile in the middle of the enemy formation. Nice! Good shooting!
Annihilate. Rain outlines your fate. Let me weave you a verse.
As a good knight should.
Time for retribution!
Extinguished. Mine to wield.
Fire support ready. Select a target. Here comes the mother load. Nice guiding. Well done. Fire support ready. Select a target.
Mine to wield.
Locked and loaded. Waiting on your signal. The mystery unravels.
Ding dong water bomb!
is...
As a dutiful maid would.
Careful! Hold out till fire support arrives. Fire support ready. Select the target. Here comes the mother load. Nice guiding. Well done.
Good luck! Look, a rainbow! I must leave no stone unturned.
It all adds up.
Burn! Ha! Yeah! Ha!
No more lies.
Careful! Hold out till fire support arrives.
Steady as stone. Flash attack!
Can't hide the truth.
Fire support ready. Select the target.
Hey, nice to meet you. If you've...
Ad Astra Ab. Thank you for completing today's commissions. Here is.
Everyone says there's tons of work. Why is none of it happening to me?
This research looks promising indeed.
Great wisdom can be found in...
Windblade! Everyone says there's tons of work. Windblade!
Promising indeed.
Great wisdom can be found in this...
Everyone says there's tons of work. Why is none of it coming to me?
This research looks promising indeed.
Great wisdom can be found in the smallest of objects.
This research looks promising indeed.
I'll keep this close. Everyone says there's tons of work there. Why is none of it coming to me? This land holds nothing but promise for adventurers from all I better get moving. Everyone says there's tons of work.
Fruits from every corner of Tibet, including rare Northland varieties you won't find anywhere else.
This
Come,
research
try
looks
some.
promising indeed.
Better to just let the young ones choose their own path.
If I could just apply this to...
Better to just let the youngins choose their own.
This land holds nothing but promise for adventurers from all walks of life. Wouldn't you agree? Windblade! It's come over again today. I think I'll give him these toys.
These are secrets I'd never share lightly.
A reward on the road.
Including rare Northland varieties you won't find anywhere else.
Nothing here is particularly rare or valuable. Take your pick.
Better to just let the youngins choose their own path in life, huh?
We just got word from Yelan. Looks like she managed to track down Ashpa.
Took me a bit longer than I expected, but I found where he's hiding.
Let me just be sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we've got this.
I'll take you at your.
I know you said you wanted to keep... So, I chose a few promising young...
Yes, we're ready to roll then.
Now that you're here, I guess we can get this show on the road.
Wait!
I'm sorry, you can't come with us. You need to stay at the expo.
We know.
I wish I could answer that.
He's been gone, but if that's true, then that means he must have been involved in making and selling weapons in the past too. Would it? That's not for us to say. Take a look around the expo. There are plenty of other. Really? The same is true for in Fontaine. Yeah. How about this? Then you can ask him.
Thanks, Mitt.
This situation is
Regardless.
Then, let's.
Stop right there!
Where is he?
We missed him.
Looks like he left behind plenty of evidence, though. Search the air. Search the area.
Strange.
These records look
Yeah. Doesn't seem very.
What is it?
Remember when I said this group's cover was ironclad? The one time they slipped up.
It was a similar story on our end.
And now that same manifest shows up here.
So,
Unless it wasn't just.
No. Almost like he...
Look at how it's.
You think he knew we would come here?
If he did, he's a more impressive.
Let's keep going. It's the display model that goes with the prototype.
What's worse is that, with his technical background, I bet he managed to bypass.
You're saying our guy...
Something isn't adding.
That's a question for an...
This situation seems.
You don't think he's worked...
Unlikely.
Well, if we want to get to the bottom of this, that would seem to be our...
To the officers of the special, I doubt my secret hidings. I'm just glad. It all started with a Kashab. He had dedicated his life to the pursuit of knowledge. But when he found himself in the desert,
Research it. No, son. You got somewhere to go?
not really. Thanks to this water, though. At least I can rule out the bottom of a vulture's stomach.
Now you're talking like desert folk. You could always join my band of misfits.
What would I do?
Gather food, guard our water source, just like everyone else I've taken in. Of course, if you have something you're good at, you're welcome to show it off. Every little bit helps.
All I know is weapons.
Weapons?
Yeah, I love studying them. Big and powerful ones, small and deadly ones, old ones, new ones. I believe the essence of Kasharawar research is embodied in weaponry, and the pursuit of this kind of technology is what pushes the world forward. My lifelong goal has always been to become a foremost expert on all kinds of weapons, so I can invent even more advanced ones. So I might have borrowed a few sensitive techs without permission, but you see the vision, right?
The Academia could have 1,001 reasons for exiling you out here, and it still wouldn't matter to me, son.
I can help.
True, but when
overkill.
Our group is lucky. Our ancestors learned how to protect the oasis from the sandstorms to prevent it from drying up. Plus, we're pretty far off the beaten path. Helps us avoid conflict with other bands of Eremites. All in all, we don't have to travel to find water. We don't have to fight off other desert folk. There are plenty of ways.
I see.
I've heard.
You mean like...
Yes, if you would.
All right, then. And just like that, a Kasharawar scholar at the cutting edge of his field, and it got boring looking back now. I wish I could have lived like that until the end of my days. But then, those despicable people showed up, and it changed everything. Don't rush me. These materials are in short supply.
Oh, they've got a lot of nerve showing their faces back here.
Send the gem? It has been a while.
Well, we have a right to this oasis, too. Our ancestors were part of the group that discovered it.
You hated this place. After that giant sandstorm when everyone else was trying to figure out how to help, you got out of Dodge the first chance you could get.
Because I knew better than to be stubborn. Stay in one place too long around here, and it might just be your grave.
You abandoned this place. If we'd done the same, the oasis wouldn't even exist anymore.
I heard they joined another band of Eremites after leaving us, but got kicked out. I bet they're only crawling back to us now because they've got...
Chief, should we drive them off?
I'd like to see you try. I'm warning you. You won't get rid of us that easily.
Leave them be. This oasis has always been big enough to sustain more than one group of people. It's not all that matters, is keeping the people here safe.
At the time, I didn't think much of it. Just Chaim Wazet being the kind-hearted man he always had been. And so, normal life continued, much unchanged. Well, mostly. You can take the scholar out of the academia, but I often, as far as I knew, no one had been able to analyze or reproduce the technology within those mechanisms. But I was able to design a kind of lure to bait them into attacking a specific target. In effect, somehow, the new arrivals at the oasis must have caught wind of it, because they soon started taking an interest in me.
Hope you don't mind me asking, but is that a weapon you're researching?
I do mind, actually. It's none of your business.
Rumor is you used to be a researcher at the academia. All that knowledge going to waste out here in the sticks. What a
What do you want?
I want to team up. The rules and red tape that got you kicked out of the academia, they don't But what if you
What are you suggesting?
Me and my men can get you what you need. In return, all you gotta do is bring this sketch to life. We've always had a good eye for business. Just never the right product. But this thing right here, the different bands of Eremites are gonna shell out Mora left and right to get their hands on it.
You want to sell it?
It's a win-win. You provide the goods, and I earn enough Mora from these people to fund the research of your dreams.
I don't know.
I understand what you're worried about, but listen, it won't come back to bite the people here. These people don't think bigger than this place. They don't get involved in conflict. I mean, come on. Their biggest enemy is the weather.
You've made a bad name for yourself around here. I don't want any part in this.
Well, it's your choice. But it could be the last meaningful choice you ever get in life. So I'll ask you again. Do you want to finally develop the weapons you've been dreaming of and realize your academic ambitions? Or do you want...
How I wish I'd made the right choice back then.
Yeah, we increased our prices. What about it? You gonna back out?
So, you're really as money hungry as they all say, huh?
Cash is king. That's just business.
Fine.
I'm done. I want out.
What are you talking about? We're making bank here.
I know what the weapons have been used for, and I refuse to be an accomplice to all this any longer.
An accomplice? Listen, that's got nothing to do with us. People would be at each other's throats with or without our weapons. So they die to a machine instead of a scimitar. What difference does it make?
Can't you sell more than just weapons? Surely this can't be all the Eremites are interested in buying.
If you want to make the big Mora, you gotta push what sells. That's just how it is.
And that right there is why I want out.
Fine. I've made more than enough to leave this dump in the dust anyway. If you want out so bad, have it your way.
What was that? Come with... How did this happen?
You won't find a tribe in this desert without enemies. People have tried to steal water from this oasis in the past.
You sold weapons to his enemy.
It was the perfect excuse to drive up the price.
It was only later that I found out. This, I didn't chase after once the weapons I just in the end. And now, you know the full account of my crimes. I've been raising them ever since. While attempting this confession, I know I'm in back then.
Jeez.
He's after the same target as us.
He even lured us to...
I think I know what he's...
Then we need to find him.
I can't just let him get rid of our target. Oh?
You got something?
He knew we'd be out of the picture investigating.
Oh, snip.
The meeting will be happening...
Ashvapati.
It's been a while.
How did you find this?
Oh,
Useless bunch of idiots.
Oh, I think that might take a while. The Fontaine and Liyue authorities have your men locked down tight.
No.
Unless, of course, if they hadn't taken your age. No. The authorities can have your men. But
Is that Fatui tech? Listen, I know you're...
After everything that happened.
Because what's the alternative? After Kayem was it, what you should have learned is that in the desert, my people... Just look at me.
You think
A lowlife? You're talking to a...
Are you...
Clearly, there's no reasoning, but if you want me...
Don't you worry. I brought plenty of firepower with me.
What the... Are you crazy? If that thing fires, you're not getting out of here alive either.
Yes, that's the plan. It's high time both of us paid the price for our sin.
He's lost his mind. Get him! Start breaking his bones until he removes this barrier.
Hold it right there, all of you. Otherwise, I've got enough firepower to go around, too.
The Maison Gardiennage.
You got here sooner than I expected.
Hey! What's that in the sky? Looks like bad news!
Ashvapati, you have my word that these people will face the judgment of the Fontaine courts. Remove the barrier and come with us at once.
Fontanian justice is too merciful for them.
You stubborn fool.
I don't deserve them.
What is it you feel you...
You're from Liyue, surely. It's choices like that which make Liyue what it is today. I hear, but me? I chose to use my research skills to create...
Sounds like you don't know as much as you think about fireworks. They might be harmless fun in this day and age, but they...
What?
That's right. Over time, the peace we enjoy... The weapons, it's people, not weapons, that commit acts of evil. And when people are as bent on destruction...
Time is running out.
Relax. Now that we have these guys in custody, I think we can find a way of repurposing these ballistas for the children.
I knew they were looking for trouble, but they messed with the wrong manager.
Captain, we're in position.
Prepare to intersect! On my signal! Fire!
But how?
Recording mode on.
Has this always been part of the show?
No funny business!
I never imagined the Guizhong ballista could be used for something so beautiful.
If you'll agree to come with us and answer some questions, it would be a big help to our investigation.
Of course.
Honestly, as for these arms, I know. Considering the
What do you think they did with that? Great! Everyone's in one place!
Now that we are on the other side of this incident, I suggest we put any remaining questions to rest here and now. The Voynich Guild won't be responsible for any disputes remaining after this meeting.
Understood. I appreciate your flexibleness for you. Given your association with the Voynich Guild, I suspect...
Then what do you propose, Miss Chevreuse?
While pursuing one of the suspects in this case, it was unfortunately necessary for me to destroy a certain signboard in Nasha Town.
Is that an official confession, officer?
What I'm suggesting is that I don't file charges against Ashvapati. He stays here, and in
deal.
Huh. That was surprising.
Uncle Ashvapati!
They told us...
If you'd been less trucked the way I see it...
Yeah.
Well then, what are you waiting for?
Children.
Traveler, Yelan. On behalf of the Fontaine authorities, it has been a pleasure working...
I have plenty of other business to attend to. Looks like you're...
I guess, but...
After you joined us, I actually thanks to the Traveler, I now know the full story. And my, what a...
Are you serious?
I mean, obviously I can't let you I'd recommend that you take these kids back to the desert.
Why?
The desert has been plagued by seemingly the Sumeru...
Sure. We could put up a few tents.
Where there's Mora, there's always a way.
So Mora is the answer, huh? All right. See ya.
Don't take her so literally. She's just doing her sales pitch. Sure can. Huh? Ta-da! I present to you one magical gem simply planted in the ground, and a spring will instantly start growing. Before long...
What?
Huh.
Goodness.
Actually...
Whatever
Good question. I got it! How about I charge you whatever you three could... I think that would keep...
Deal!
Hooray! Well, this was a strange turn of events.
I think it's safe to say that...
Imagine, if you can believe it, a whole other world within this universe. In that world, people found supreme bliss in what can best be described as lucid dreams. Reality became blurred, or rather, redefined. But outside of their flawless reality, the problems of the material world remained. And in the end, the cold, hard truths of the real world caught up to them in the reality to which they had escaped. Deep in the dark ruins, another soul who was fleeing destruction discovered the final remains of this world. These two terminals were once a means for the dreamers to manage the outside world. Now, they form part of the mage's collection. The mage once tried to form a world from things she had gleaned in her eclectic experience, but as the calm observer, she never found that spark of inspiration to bring everything together. Before fate caught up to the wandering mage, she paid one more visit to her wise and learned friends. She learned much during their time together, and although she did not find the answer, her loneliness faded away in time. But as she and her friends crafted other wondrous worlds together, she finally realized the missing piece in the world she dreamed of creating. A vibrant, captivating protagonist. The glorious traveler and their impeccable companion were the perfect candidates. She was filled with hope. The lucid dream of a lost civilization was built anew, and the mage's vast collection now had a world to call home. After sojourning for so long, it was time for her to leave lest the destruction catch up with her. And in any case, a new story had now begun.
Sincerest greetings, traveler and Sincerest greetings, traveler and Paimon.
Sincerest greetings, traveler and Paimon.
Sincerest greetings, traveler and Paimon.
Hello, nice to meet you. My name is Xiangling. I'm a chef from Liyue. Everything's ready. Let's... I know. Present.
I'm Kiara, a courier for Inazuma's Komani Express.